Chris Badger Thomas, right-wing Tribune, on tour to promote his new book, The World as It Is, a memoir of the Obama White House. Former speechwriter and Deputy National Security Advisor Ben Rhodes said Saudi officials lavished visiting Obama administration officials with suitcases full of jewels during a 2009 visit, Breitbart reports. UK Guardian describes the relevant passage of the book. After landing in Saudi Arabia in June 2009, Rhodes writes, US officials were taken by golf cart to identical housing units amid the rolling desert in a compound owned by the monarchy. When I opened the door to my unit, I found a large suitcase, he writes. Inside were jewels. Rhodes initially thought it was a bribe aimed at him because he was writing the Cairo speech, intended as an address to the Muslim world, that Obama was due to deliver in Egypt on the next stop on the trip. But then he found that others in the White House delegation had received similar gifts. The Guardian noted that the late Saudi King Abdullah presented former First Lady Michelle Obama with $132,000 in ruby and diamond jewelry, along with other luxury gifts for her husband and 2 daughters. The Obamas turned all of these gifts over to the U.S. National Archives, as required by law. Protocol states that such gifts must generally be accepted to avoid giving offense, but, as Rhodes explained, the gifts must be either purchased by the recipient or turned over to the U.S. government. After the gifts were all supposedly turned over to the State Department, Obama changed his views and policies about Saudi Arabia. Obama has cast the Saudis as so-called allies, bemoaned the terrorist-inspiring version of Islam they practice, and even suggested the oil-rich Arab state learn to share the Middle East with rival Iran. The Saudis, meanwhile, consider Obama naive, sparring with him over the Iran nuclear deal and questioning his hands-off approach to Syria's bloody civil war. Despite these differences, Obama had promised to veto a bill that Congress passed unanimously allowing families of 9/11 victims to sue Saudi Arabia over alleged links to the 2001 terrorist attacks. That Obama and Riyadh find themselves on the same side against Congress underscores the bizarre evolution of U.S.-Saudi ties over the past 8 years, Politico reported. We all know Obama is a traitor to the United States, and the more that is uncovered during his regime, the more we find just how bad he sold the U.S. to our enemies. Chris Badger Thomas is a veteran who served our country as an Army combat medic. God bless. Dean James III, Right-Wing Tribune. Be sure to follow us on Nation in Distress and America's Freedom Fighters on Facebook.